Hi class, my name is Alejandra Lopez and today I will be talking about killing of animals, capturing animals for tourist attractions, as well as animal cruelty for my persuasive essay. So my main points are: number 1, what and why is the main purpose of my topic? Number 2, why animals shouldn't be treated for experiments and how they are being used for experiments. Number 3, why animals shouldn't be killed just because or people hunting animals. Number 4. Why shouldn't animals be captured for tourist attractions and how animals live in tourist attractions. So to begin with, many of you may be asking why I chose this topic. To begin with, what and why is the main purpose of my topic? I chose this topic because a year ago I went to SeaWorld and I went to other shows which, for example, they have shows with dolphins, orcas, birds, dogs, white whales, but they don't only have shows inside SeaWorld. SeaWorld also, for example, has penguins. As you all know, penguins like to be in cold surfaces. So what SeaWorld does is they put a fake place that has snow for people to go see the penguins and for penguins to be in a cold surface. At first, when I was there, I thought it was fun, but then I realized that animals are just like humans and have feelings too. I started to notice beyond the fun, which was how was SeaWorld a good place for animals, which in reality it's not. Secondly, why animals shouldn't be treated for experiments and how they are being used in experiments. I don't know if you know this, but many people and scientists used animals before they take out a product or medication or a drug. They test that out on animals first. So animal testing should be eliminated because it violates animal rights. It causes pain and suffering to the experimental animals. Animals are used to test any drugs and medication first before they test it in humans. People inject the drug or medication into different animals to analyze their reaction towards the medication. If they react correctly, they later on inject it to the humans, which is wrong because if they react incorrectly, they kill something that has a life. Humans have a life and animals have a life. So for example, more than 100 million mice and rats are killed in the US laboratories every year. They are abused in everything from toxicology tests, in which they are slowly poisoned to death, to painful burn experiments, to psychological experiments that induce terror, anxiety, depression, and helplessness. Mice and rats are electroshocked in pain studies. They are mutilated in experimental surgeries and have everything from cocaine pumped into their bodies. They are given cancerous tumors and are injected with human cells in genetic manipulation experiments. So thirdly, why animals shouldn't be killed just because or people hunting animals. Animals shouldn't be killed just because or people shouldn't go hunting animals. Reason being is because some people like to go hunting to eat animals, but yet some people just go to leave dead animals on the ground. For example, I have friends that like to go shooting. So when we went shooting, they tried to act funny and they shot at a deer and they just left it there. To me, I really got upset because I don't think that animals should just be killed like that. So that's the main reason why I chose this topic as well, because of hunting. You do not know if the animal that you killed had a disease and you are trying to eat it. As well as if you leave a deer there on the floor and a lion tries to go and eat it and the deer had a disease, the lion is going to spread out the disease amongst their species. Lastly, Why shouldn't animals be captured for tourist attractions and how animals live in tourist attractions? Animals in tourist attractions don't have the freedom to do anything. They are always inside a cage for months and even years. Have you ever thought how it would feel if they would put you or a human in a cage for years? I am pretty sure that humans wouldn't like that. For example, the lion or the tiger. They are used to being in the wild, running around in peace and freedom inside zoos or any other tourist attractions. They are kept from freedom. Also in SeaWorld. In SeaWorld, they have dolphins. Dolphins at SeaWorld spend their days swimming in circles because they don't have the freedom to go anywhere else but their little space. Some dolphins have even been injured and one ever died after being forced to perform. At SeaWorld, the animals are trained to perform, and that's an everyday thing. Being imprisoned in tiny tanks is hell for the animals. Here is another example of what they do at SeaWorld. Here's an example of something they do at SeaWorld with an orca. In nature, orcas choose their own mates. But in SeaWorld, orcas are forced to breed on a regular basis. Male orcas are trained to float on their backs and their trainers masturbate them to collect their sperm. Females are artificially inseminated and forced to breed at a much younger age than they would in nature. Katina is used as a virtual breeding machine and is even being inbreed with their own sons. This wouldn't happen if orcas would be free in the ocean. They are being forced to have babies whenever SeaWorld wants them to have babies. They're not allowed to be free. So in conclusion, I persuade for everyone to think about the animals and the way they are being mistreated. Before you go hunting, think about the way animals have life as well. How people can stop from experimenting on animals, how animals are being captured and where they are being put and being kept from freedom. Animals have a life and have feelings and a family. So please say no to animal cruelty. Thank you.